Hello, church. Just want to share some news that happened recently on our campus. I know most of us haven't actually been at church, and some of the things we don't even see that are happening in the background. So, um, recently, our sewage at church was impacted. We In April of 2021, we discovered that we couldn't flush the toilets, and so Mr. Reagan set out to find out the issue and the problem, and we checked everything. We had something called the lift station that pumps our sewage 4 feet under the water across the river, and checked that, and the pump station was working well. It was able to pump everything out, and so we just kept on digging up piping and trying to figure out what happened. And so we discovered shortly after that our pipe was cut by a construction company that had been hired to reinforce the banks of the river, because of worried corrosion by the Quail Valley Mud District, and then also by the Fort Bend County Waterway, Fort Bend Waterway. We contacted Quail Valley, we contacted Missouri City, we contacted the Fort Bend Waterway, we contacted the NRB construction company that was responsible for putting up the new retaining wall for the river. No one was taking responsibility, and if we had to repair this ourselves, it would have been in the hundreds of thousands of dollars range. And so, so we prayed about it. We asked God to kind of like give us an understanding of what we could do. Ultimately, NRB, the construction company, agreed to repair the damage that they created. They ended up digging out the retention wall, finding the piping, putting in new piping. During this whole time, we had to also hire in a company to pump out 3,000 to 4,000 gallons of sewage each week that we were producing. And the company offered or compensated us by reimbursing us for every single one of those trips, which cost about $1,000 each time. They paid for that. And so what we were looking at was a couple $100,000 repair to our property. Ended up being a zero cost to us, and God provided for us. And we wanted to share that good news with you because you're not here, and these are things that you don't see, but we are so thankful for the way that God has protected us, and we wanted to share that news with you. I want to have a quick opportunity to also thank Mr. Reagan and Mr. Shida for their tireless effort and their work in helping the church resolve this and oversee the project to make sure our waste is being pumped out accordingly. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed hearing this awesome testimony of how God is working in the backgrounds of our church and even the smallest things. So have a great day, and looking forward to seeing you in person. Take care.